Hi, today I will be talking about some basic skills and knowledge that are involved in tennis. This is just some basic knowledge in case you are looking to play or learn how to do a few things involved with the sport such as volleys, overheads, learning the lines of the court, and how to keep score. The first thing that you should do before playing any sport is warm up. During a clinic that I held for younger kids, we started by doing various types of running across the gym and back. You could do something like a high knee run, shuffle, running backwards, butt kicks, or even Frankenstein walks. The idea is just to get you moving and ready for physical activity. Now that we are warmed up, the first hit I'm going to talk about is a volley. A volley is used to spike the ball to finish a point and should only be used if you are close to the net. To do a volley, you must hold your racket firmly in your dominant hand, step out with your opposite foot, and punch the ball. Punching the ball is very important because if you swing your racket, your ball will most likely go out of the court. For a backhand volley, you will pretty much do the same thing except you will need to step out with the same foot and punch outward, swinging your arm back. Next is an overhead swing. An overhead swing is used when the ball is coming over your head and no ground stroke is sufficient enough to work. To do an overhead swing, you must start with your racket back, swing it up and over your head, and follow through with it to the other side of your body. The follow through is very important to get the ball to stay in the court. The basics of scorekeeping in tennis, once learned, isn't as confusing as you may think. First, let's talk about points. Love means 0. If a player were to say love all, that means that no one in that game has any points. After a point is scored, it will go to 15, then 30, then 40. The next point scored after 40 is a win. In order to win a game, you must win by 2 points, which is where a deuce will come in. If the score is 40-40, the game will go into what we call deuce. When a game is in deuce, you must score 2 more points to win the game. If the player who is serving for that game scores a point after going into deuce, then the score is what we call add in. If the returning player scores, then it is add out. Add in and add out are crucial to the win by 2 rule that is played widely in the game of tennis. You must win a game by 2 points, you must win a set by 2 games, and you must win a match by 2 sets. There are 7 games in a set and 3 sets in a match. Any player has the potential to play up to 21 games and possibly even more in a single match. Now we are going to talk about the court for a little bit. The service line is the furthest line from the net. Every player must serve the ball from behind this line. When serving, depending on which side I am on, decides which service box I should aim for. As you can see, there are 2 on each side, a right and a left. Let's say I am serving from the right side. If I am serving from the right side, I will serve the ball so that it lands in the right service box on the other side of the court. If I am serving from the left, then I will be aiming for the left service box on the other side of the court. If you are playing a game in doubles, you play the entire court. If you are playing singles, your sidelines are the next lines in on the side of the court. This gives a singles player less area that they have to cover on their own. That's the majority of the basics that I am going to talk about today. I hope the video was helpful and you are now at least a little more familiar and comfortable with tennis as a sport. Thanks for watching.